Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, been away to see my lad for a week. I went down to Stevenage. I've had a week's annual leave, so I went down and spent some valuable time with the boy. So I'm back now today. It's now Saturday. I've got today, rest of today off, and I've got tomorrow, and I'll return to work on Monday. Anyway, we went down to Stevenage, and as you know, when I go to Stevenage, I generally always come back with some pickups. So I've got a few today, not many. I didn't go mad this time round, but I've got some pickups. Also got some other bits to show you, because while we were down there, me and the lad, we went into Monkswood, and we did some leaf litter hunting. I went to find a place where it was like you can see that no one's been, and I've picked out a shed loads of leaves. So that's really cool. So what I'm going to do is put them by my sort of heater and let them all dry out a little bit more. Got a nice stick as well, because it's got quite a nice bit of moss in it. So I'll probably trim that off there, and that can be used in an enclosure somewhere. I picked up a dead bit of cork bark. It's very, very fragile though. It's sort of dead wood, but the other side is completely mossed over. So I'm going to try, if not use the whole piece like that, I might break it into sections and put it in some of my enclosures. It just helps to keep some of the humidity in there, and probably within this bark there's going to be bits of maybe some wood lice, or hopefully some springtails inside the bark. But I picked that up as well. Picked up a couple of sort of logs, rotten wood logs again, because again they've got some nice sort of moss growing on it. And again, I just think it'd be nice to dry this out, put it by my radiator, dry it out a bit, and just pop it into an enclosure. I will inspect it. It's really dead, because look, you've only got to touch it and bits break off. I'll put it into some sort of one of my enclosures. I will check it to make sure that there's no spiders living in it, like any sort of force widows. And I've got a bigger piece here, which I quite like too. That's a nice big bit. That might go into my Lazadora enclosure, because they like a bit of dampness. So I might stick this in by the front of her enclosure. And again, it's probably going to be full of springtails and stuff like that inside it, and wood lice. So again, I'll give it a check over with me torch to make sure that there's no spiders living in there, any true spiders. So we'll have a little look in there. So I'll pick them up in the woods. So that was quite cool. Staying with the sort of invert thing, there is a reptile shop in Stevenage called Wiggles, and I picked up a couple of bits there. I picked up some cork bark. I've picked up this like cork bark tube. Now I was thinking, as you know, I rehouse my P regardless, and it's an overgrown sort of sling, and I was thinking I might pop that in there somewhere, just in case, as it's quite small, it might enjoy making a home in there. So I'll think about that. If not, I might break it in half, and then I've got two nice bits of cork bark. I picked another cork bark piece up again. I like the shape of it. Again, I wouldn't touch that. It's like a long tube almost. So again, you can either use it as an arboreal, or you can put it for like therefore, and it creates a tunnel for a spider or another invert. So I bought those two, and they were quite cheap. They was about £1 each, and I thought, well, it's two nice bits of cork bark for £1. We'll see what else. I picked up some little cocoa fibre. I think that was about 70p again. So I just thought, well, it's good just to have a backup in. And I picked up a water bowl. I picked up this sort of ceramic bowl because this is a present for my zebra Whitney, because she's got an Exoterra, or he's got an Exoterra water bowl in there, and it dries out quite quick. And I find her or him sitting in that bowl, so obviously looking for the moisture. So I've got them a brand new bowl, so I'm going to be swapping that out and filling this up for the baby, because I think this doesn't dry out as quick as the Exoterras. I think whatever sort of resin or whatever they use on their water bowls, they do seem to dry out quite quick. But there we go. But a lot of their water bowls are actually food bowls, you know, for reptiles. So, but anyway, I bought that as a gift for my zebra. And talking of water bowls, I went into Asda and I picked up 6 water bowls for 50p each. Well, they're not water bowls, guys. I think they're little candle holders. But these are 50p, and they're perfect. They're glass. I bought 6 of them, so I spent about £3, and I've got 6 of the new water bowls for that £3. They're really nice. You know, I mean, I wouldn't use these in slings, but any sort of grown-on spider you can put these in with, and they don't take up as much space as a lot of water bowls. And again, being glass, it probably doesn't dry out as quick as some of the resin ones that you'll get from Exoterra and some of the sort of reptile companies, Pro Rep, things like that. So I thought, well, I'll pick these up because these are quite cool, and I do like them. I think they look really nice. So some of my spiders are going to get an upgraded water bowl, like my curly hair and that. So that's cool. So I picked them up as well. So I've been getting a few bits, and quite a bit for my reptiles. So now I'll get to sort of like I picked up some movies and a couple of games from CEX. So I'll show you the games that I picked up. I will put some footage of these games on my channel, and I will do reviews of them as I go along playing them. The first one I picked up on the PS5 is Evil West. This is like a sort of horror, cowboy western sort of shooting sort of game, similar to things probably like Darksiders and, you know, that kind of gameplay, you know, sort of God of War, that kind of thing, where you've got like a guns and you're just working your way through the game. It came out last year, and it's been getting some really rave reviews. My lad Lemon Lord got it for Christmas, and he said, "Dad, it's brilliant, it's amazing, you'll love it, because, you know, it's westerns and it's horror." So I thought, okay, well, next time I'm in CX, I'll pick it up, and I did, with a few trade-ins and stuff. So I picked that up, and the other game I picked up was Dead Space, which is the sci-fi horror game, similar to the Callisto Protocol, which is on my channel. I've done a review of it. If you've not seen it, have a little look. This is a Dead Space, a remake of a classic PlayStation 3 game. It is a remake, or sort of remaster. I don't think they've changed the story of any kind, so I think they've kept it loyal to the original story, just upgraded it for today's sort of graphics and today's sort of game engines, which are a lot more faster and stronger than the PS3 was. So I look forward to playing that and reviewing that on my channel. So down to movies. I've got a few from CEX, and I picked up one from HMV. So from CEX, I picked up a classic Italian horror by Lucio Fulci, and it's The Psychic. I picked this up because it looks cool, and it's in a slipcase, and it's a limited edition slipcase. It's the Shameless edition of The Psychic. Now this film, if I believe right, is about a woman that's got these sort of psychic powers, and she sees her own murder, and I think it's about her sort of going around trying to stop that from happening. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing it, because that's quite a good concept for a movie. So I picked that up, The Psychic, which should be really, really cool. I think it was about 10 or 12 quid, so not too bad. For 8 quid, I picked this up, which is a modern horror film. It came out last year to sort of rave reviews, and it's a film called Men. Yeah, I believe it's a British horror film, which I don't know too much about. So I'm going to watch it blind and give you a review of this on my channel. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing that. And that was about 8 quid or 6 quid, something like that. It was really dirt cheap. That's cool. I picked up a collector's edition of CEX. I do have this on Arrow, which my lad Lemon Lord will now inherit. This is the 101 collector's edition of Rabid. They had this in CX for £10, and I thought, well, I'll pick it up because it's one of my favourite movies. I love Rabid. I love David Cronenberg films. It comes with the booklet, which is really, really cool. I'll read through that, and it comes with 2 discs. One with the film and one with special features. So that's really, really cool to see that there for a tenner. It's already out of print. You can buy the 101 version of Rabid, but it'll be the standard. The actual collector's edition one now is out of print. So to see that for £10, I thought, oh, I'm not going to just leave that sitting there. So I picked that up for a tenner. Rabid, David Cronenberg. Picked up a classic Japanese horror film on Arrow Films, and it's Horrors of the Malformed Man or Men. I believe it's about an island that's got these sort of like deformed kind of like mental creatures on it. Again, I've not seen it. I bought it as a blind buy because it's been getting some really cool reviews, and a lot of people said, yeah, you'll really enjoy it. It's quite different. It's right up your street. So I thought, well, I'll give this a go, and it was only a tenner. So I've picked that up, and I believe, again, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not the collector's edition. It's just a normal sort of like standard, but it's all right for a tenner. I picked 2 other movies up for £3 each, 3 quid. One film I think has only been out about a year or so, and that's Don't Breathe 2. I bought the first one on my Bradford Christmas shopping video. I bought the first one. I did a review, I believe, on my channel, and I bought the second one for 3 quid. Amazing buy. So I'm looking forward to watching that and maybe reviewing it. The last one I bought from CEX was another British horror film. I've had it before on DVD. God knows where it is, but I bought it now on Blu-ray because it was £3. I thought, well, I'll buy it. And it's Eden Lake. I did like this film. It's about a couple going out, I think, camping, and they get terrorised by a group of like teenage sort of chavs and stuff. It's quite a graphic and disturbing movie, if I remember right. But yeah, I'm going to give this a watch and possibly a review. I'm not sure, but I picked that up because it was £3, bargain. So my very last pickup was from HMV, and it's a film I've been waiting for a while to come out onto a Blu-ray, and I think come out this week. And it's called 8 for Silver, and this is another kind of witchcraft film set in the sort of medieval times, which you know I love. So I'm looking forward to this. This one will definitely get a review on my channel. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm not going to delve too much into what it's about or anything because I want to save it for my video review. So this was my last pickup, and it was 8 for Silver. So that's it. That's what I picked up, and I had a really good time with the lad. We went to see Megan, is it, at the cinema? Yeah, that was all right. That was an okay film. He really enjoyed it. It was good. I thought it was fun popcorn movie. It's not something I would actually, you know, go mad about, but it was good. It was good fun, and he really enjoyed it. He picked up a few bits there. He picked up a few movies. While we were there, he picked up the collector's edition of The Strangers on Second Sight, and he picked up Halloween Ends on 4K. He's picked up Quiet Place movies on 4K. You know what I mean? He picked up a good few movies while I was down there, which he was really, really happy with. And so that's really, really cool. and we had a good time. And there is a couple of road trip videos on my channel, so if you want to see what we got up to, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can have a little flick. If not, don't worry about it, because like those sort of road trip videos that I do put up on my channel, they're kind of for me, really, because they're my memories, you know, so I can go back over them and I can remember, you know, visualise. You know, I've not seen the lad for a few weeks and I'll start missing him, and that like, I can watch him and it reminds me of the great times that I've had and make me look forward to the next times. So that's really cool. Anyway, so they're all my pickups from Stevenage on my last road trip. Look after yourself, guys, and I hope to see you all soon.